Alright, what's up dudes? This is the Gaomon Pd1560 graphics pen display review. I've had this device now since December, and I think it's about time I finally do a proper review on it. So out of the box, the Gaomon comes with the adjustable stand, a protective cover sleeve for transport, 2 pairs of smudge-free protective gloves. One glove has 1 finger and the other glove has 2 fingers. It comes with the pen tool, the holder for the pen tool, the necessary cords, along with some screws and a screwdriver to piece together the stand with the display. Of course, the 15.6-inch display itself comes with it, and the installation of the stand is simple with just 4 screws. Now initially when taking it out of the package, the device has a great look to it. It's very sleek and smooth, not too detailed or overdone, and also has 10 hotkeys along with 5 menu buttons on the side of the device. The box doesn't have any software disks or anything inside of it. However, the small instruction card and manual lead you to the Gaomon website where you can then download the software version that suits your computer best. Some of the features that the display boasts are most notably the 15.6-inch display utilizing a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels, the 8,192 levels of pressure it can sense with the pen, the ability to customize and program the hotkeys within the software to do whatever you choose, making it for easier access to certain features within the programs you may be using. A wireless pen that also has 2 small hotkeys which are also fully customizable and which holds around 300 plus hours of usage time without recharging the pen. Another feature is that the pen holder has within it multiple nib replacements for when your nib wears down. And one of my personal favorites, the display has the ability to flip from left and right to be left-handed or right-handed for the device. Currently, the device is purchasable through Amazon or AliExpress. The cost of the device at the time of making this video in US dollars is currently marked at $409.99, and the cost of the device in Canadian is $499.99. So now that we've gotten through the details, let's talk about how I feel about the device and how it's held up so far. First and foremost, this is the first digital device for art that I've purchased, so I have no other experience using a device like this. After purchasing the device through Amazon, I had a few issues with them. Amazon didn't want to accept my card, and things got held up for a few days. However, as soon as I reached out to Gaomon to ask if they knew what was going on, they were swift to assist me in fixing the issue, and redirecting me to AliExpress to make the purchase there. Unfortunately, because I ordered through AliExpress, the shipment took quite a bit longer than it would have with Amazon, but this was no fault to Gaomon themselves. They took care of their end completely and efficiently, and even when I messaged them a few times after a few days, just to see how the shipment progress was, their response was again, nice and quick. I was excited and impatient, and they handled that quite fine. In short, their customer service is really good. The installation and setup of the program, along with the device, was super easy and tailored to be quick and simple. I got right to my artwork in just a few minutes. My first piece was exciting. The device feels great to create on, and the texture is pretty similar to drawing on another surface such as paper. As I learned the way the pen took to the screen and got over the learning curve, I was able to literally do my artwork exactly as I would have on canvas or paper. The pen is very responsive and works very well, although once in a while I find that the pen does disconnect from the program, and the program needs to be refreshed in order to get the pen going again. It happens infrequently, but it can still affect the efficiency of your workflow if you're focused on the project at hand. Oh, and sometimes I find I have to recalibrate the pen to the screen as well, but it doesn't happen very often. The display also has a removable protective screen, which I think is great because I like to preserve things as long as I can. So I personally utilize the protective cover and don't work on the device without it. One factor about the screen protector is that over time it has become a little bit less sticky and sometimes tries to slide off on one of the corners. I assume this is natural as the adhesive will eventually wear, and then I'll have to work on the display screen directly, but that's no big deal. I personally find no use for the smudge guard gloves at the moment. I felt weird wearing something on my hand while creating, but I could see that once I stop using the screen protector that I would definitely want to try to use them. The gloves aren't itchy or uncomfortable, I just don't personally like the restrictive feeling of it. Now when it comes to the hotkeys, for one, I don't care too much about hotkeys, and secondly, I only tried to make use of just one of the keys for the undo button in Photoshop. I found that it didn't really work at all, but I assume that I didn't program it properly anyways. Maybe it was just the Adobe program not detecting it when I clicked the button. I wasn't really able to figure out the problem, and it wasn't enough of a problem for me to be bothered with, so I just moved on. The pen tool has an automatic undo button programmed for one of its hotkeys, and the second hotkey is a right click. This can be convenient, but also disturbing. Sometimes I'll be working and I need to make a long line stroke, and my thumb or finger will click the undo button mid-line, causing my line to mess up, and of course then I have to do the line again. As for the adjustable display stand, it's actually really great. It's sturdy, it has rubber legs on it, so it doesn't slide around too much depending on your surface, and the adjustability is quite good. It doesn't have specific notches, so there's no set adjustment levels. It's free to adjust literally at any inch of the span of the adjustment stand. If I need it to just go slightly up more, it'll go there. If I need it to go slightly down, it'll also go there. No complaints for the stand. The menu buttons are fine, nothing really needs to be special about them. They work as they should, and that's where you find the function to switch over from left or right-handed screen, among other things. It's a very simple interface, and it's a really easy menu. I like it, it's fine. One thing that I find to be super sweet is the pen seems to never run out of charge. I've done about 8 or 9 projects, and a couple of them take a minimum of 5 hours, but most of my projects take over 8 to 14 hours to do. I've charged it once and finished every project without interruption from the pen battery. When charging the pen, it does take several hours though. I left it charging for at least 14 hours and it still wasn't at full charge, but once it was charged it was no concern for quite long based on what I've seen so far. I like the little pen stand as well. It makes things look neater on my desk and it adds a touch of professionalism, along with a convenient place not to lose the pen. I would need an outlet to power the device however, so no bus ride work to be done here. Overall, after using this device for the last 3 months and getting used to doing art digitally, I'm extremely satisfied with the Gaomon Pd1560, and at the price it costs, the small flaws that it has are insubstantial, and really just a minor irritation at most. In comparison to the cost of other devices, I'd say this device is definitely a great purchase, especially if you're at entry level and haven't worked with the digital device previously. I have zero intentions of buying a new more expensive one at any point in time. This one does the trick, and as you can see with my artwork, there's no issue translating what I can do with paint marker, pencil, or any other media that I've used with this device. So in quick summary, the pen tool works great, feels good in the hand, sometimes disconnects from the display, the button placement can be frustrating but convenient as well. Once in a blue moon you'll need to recalibrate the pen to the display, feels like a pen or pencil should in hand, barely needs charging, haven't changed the nib once. With regards to the display, it has a crisp, vibrant screen. The simple menu buttons and menu interface are very easy to interact with and simple to use. Ability to switch from left to right-handed mode I find is a super plus as I'm left-handed. It powers on and off quickly. It can be running for hours straight without lag. I've literally had it going all day long working on things and I've never had an issue. It has simple portability if you choose to bring it places. It's quite high quality for the cost of the device, and the protective screen preserves the true screen, which I find is really useful. I just want to end off the video by saying that this video is not sponsored. There are no paid promotions going on here, anything like that. I just chose on my own to do this review and I thought it was worth it. I think this is a great tablet and I really do think that some people out there could afford this tablet over many others and that it'd be a really good purchase for them, especially if they're in an entry level and they just want to get started doing digital art. Lastly, if you do want to go check out Gaomon's website or Amazon and check out the pricing and all the different shipping abilities and things like that, then just feel free to check out the description below because I'll have some links for you there. Thanks for watching guys, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you check out my actual artwork in other videos and let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good one, take it easy.